Hi guys, I'm P-Soups and welcome back to Happy Little Saplings. Today we have a couple things that need taken care of. We've got to automate a few things, and I do already have most of the items made that we'll need for this. But before I do all of that, I wanted to show you the new Applied Energistics area. So what we have here is got our drive storage and the crafting that I had over in the wall over there. I brought it over here and made a monitor of it as well, so we'll be able to see what's being crafted in there. Also our energy acceptor terminal. We've got our main ME controller set up right here. Unfortunately, Pneumaticraft was running directly into that, so I have to take care of that. I got to take care of Pneumaticraft anyway, but we'll be fine with that for now. Yeah, so this is our main controller. We have one dense cable coming over underneath here. The dense cables, as I said last episode, carry 32 channels, so he should have plenty of channels for this area. And we also have another dense cable going off under the floor here and running all of this. Now, jump behind the scenes. We can see that we're using only 6 channels right now, so we've got plenty for the moment, and we can run more out as necessary. Now, today's project, we've got a few basic things that we need to be able to do with our ME network. One of them is pulverizing. And I want to get this done quickly. I want to be able to pulverize things pretty quickly, so I'm going to actually set this up with 4 of these guys, all running the same automation. Now, speaking of automation, we'll set up the patterns in a moment. For now, I think I want to set up my pulverizers over here. And you know what? I'm actually just going to place them straight up on the wall here. Oh, you, and you. He's fine behind there. That's okay. Or do I want to bring it down one and have it at floor level? No, he can stay there. Alright, so we do need some... Oh, we are almost out of item ducts. Let's create some more of that. The impulse item duct, and yeah, let me go ahead and take care of that. I'll be right back with you. Alright, I've got a few more item ducts. I think we had a few in the system as well, so that should be plenty. Let's see now. I think I've already changed my mind from having those guys up here, and so let's pop them, let's put them actually along here. Okay, that looks fine, and we'll link them up. I've already cleared the sides on these guys. Alright, so we'll use the top as input and the bottom as output, and we can output everything, so we'll configure them all in that same way. Okay, alright, so those should be fine. Now we need to get at the backs of them. In fact, let's go in through this side here. Oh, there goes the redstone. Okay, and we can use covers to take care of this part. I guess we should run it from the channel that we have over there rather than going into what I know to be the AE area over there. So let's get, actually I have some flux duct right here. And where did we just drop down? Okay, I grabbed some flux duct here as well, so we can hook this guy up to the rest of the energy network, and we can just drop down. And I guess that makes as much sense as any place. Alright, so those are good to go. Now we need a couple of chests as our input and output. And I can't believe we don't have that many chests in the inventory already. I took a lot of them out. Oh, that's right. When I was moving over the disk array, I may or may not have lost one of the cells, so I actually lost a bunch of materials. I'm very low on copper now, which is quite unfortunate, but we will survive. Alright, so let's pull this guy back. Don't need you there. Okay, so we'll use a chest as the input, and we'll pop the chest right, in fact, we'll just put it here. Actually, that's going to be the output. This will be the input right here. Alright, and I'm just going to grab this dirt for a moment, and I got some cables. So I should be able to get up here. Oops. I'm not even sure if we're going to be digging in just under gravel here. Not a problem. You. Okay, there we go. I could probably have gone underneath just as easily, but that's okay. Alright, so we can now connect these guys up to our ME network. We'll do that just like this. It doesn't have to be pretty on this side of the wall. So this being our input, what we're going to use is an ME interface, and we'll pop that guy right there. Alright, so we can store a pattern in there, and on the output side we'll throw an import bus. So whatever these guys process now will get put into this chest right here, and then that'll get imported into the ME network. And we can see here as well, we're using 2 of 8 channels currently. So let's give this a try. Do I have anything that can be ground up? I'm not sure. Can stone? Yeah. And it looked like it went away. I think that should be fine. I think that should be fine. Now, the input side of things is a little more tricky, but we can take care of it really easily here. So all we need is our pattern terminal, which I forgot to put onto our terminals up here. Pop you right there. And that. Okay, so let's say we want to be able to craft Certus quartz dust from Certus quartz. What we'll do is we'll set this to a processing pattern, and we'll put our Certus quartz in here and our Certus quartz dust right here, and we'll encode that. So that's saying, just in the same way as we did the charging of the Certus quartz, I guess. Oops. We're using that same method for our Certus quartz dust. So let's pop this guy in the interface. And so that's saying, hey, if we want Certus quartz dust, we have to put 1 Certus quartz into this chest. And one other thing that I did forget. Let's get our servo, which we'll need to export from the chest, from this chest right here. And he is set to nearest first, round robin. So we have these 4. Round robin essentially says, okay, put 1 in here, and then here, and then here, and it will actually evenly distribute anything that needs to be ground up through these chests, through these pulverizers. So instead of throwing it all in one and then starting using the next one, it'll evenly split them between them. So it will actually process 4 times as fast, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so we've got our input chest. Let's give that a test. Oh, you know what? I did forget that. Let's enable him. So he'll get tossed into there. He gets ground up and fed back into here. And you just saw it for a split second, the dust in there. So let's give this a try from our terminal. So if we take all of the Certus quartz dust out, let's say, I don't know how much Certus, okay, we have 5,200, we can spare a bit. So let's say we wanted to do 200 Certus quartz dust. Let's try something smaller first. Let's do 10. And now we should see all of these guys. Oh, you know what? And there we go. And we can actually take a look over here. Oh, that one's done. Let's do 200. We'll put in a big order and we'll have plenty of it. So hit start. And it'll start exporting those into the pulverizers. And as you can see right here, that's how many it has left to go. So it's going pretty quickly. That 4 times speed is pretty nice. So now that we know that that system is working, we can also automate our fluix dust. So for that we'd need crystal and the dust. And let's clear this out. We can put in 1 crystal and 1 dust and encode that. And what else do we? Oh, you know what? Sand. We don't need 64, we just need the 1. And I don't even think No, I don't even have a single silicon. I may have left some in here. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we can process one sand into one silicon. So let's grab that pattern as well. Okay, we'll leave it at that for the moment. Need to keep that secure. And can I even, you know what? That's just not great planning on my part. Okay, I'll rewrite this ever so slightly. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I'll have to put a staircase over the over the. Oh, you know what? I had another door over here. Way to go. Ah, well. Okay, so we now have the fluix dust, silicon, Certus dust. So now we can auto craft all of those. So I want another 2 stacks of silicon. So we have 130 sand. Let's start that. And I'm going to repair the damage I've done. Oh, that's no good. Alright. And I think that's you. Okay, and we can see all of that silicon just flying through the system there. Okay, so now we have our pulverizers set up. There's one more type of auto crafting that we can do with applied energistics, and one of them, do I really not have any planks? Let's make a bunch of, well, actually we'll just need a couple of the molecular assemblers. Let's make 2 for now. And we will need another couple of interfaces. That should be fine. And probably a cable. Alright, I'm not quite sure if we're going to want to keep it here, but for now, let's just toss this guy in this area. What I'll probably end up doing, oh, left a hole in the wall. What I'll probably end up doing is creating some kind of area over there. But for now, we'll just do one. A molecular assembler. Now you can see at the bottom here, all it takes is power from that. And if we use an ME interface attached to this guy, which we'll put right there, and we'll put a cable there to link it up. So this is essentially an ME crafting table. So we have our interface here. Now the processing ones, as you've seen, essentially tell the interface, okay, I need this item to make another item. This is actually as if we were using a crafting table. So let's switch this to crafting mode. And what recipe can we do first? Let's do quartz cable. Oops. Alright, so that is glass and Certus quartz dust. So, you know what? I probably could just use that. Okay, so we can see here we've set up the pattern, and this will be the output, so we'll encode that, and we'll pop this guy over in. our interface. Now this interface is going to tell the network, hey, I know how to craft quartz fiber. So if we go here, and right now we only have 13, let's craft another 10. Now it's created in threes, so the system already checks for how much it's going to need and how much it's going to create. So it's, although we order 10, it knows it's going to make 12. And we'll hit start, and we can see those items being crafted in there. So quartz fiber. Now the next thing that we can make is using our fluix crystals and the quartz fiber, we can make the glass cable. So, oh, meant to do that in here. And this will make things much, much easier as we go on. So let's do that. And as you can see here, it's actually specifying pure fluix crystals. Now that's what we want, because we don't want to be wasting fluix where we don't need to. So we've got that, and hey, let's make a pattern. A pattern. So that's actually a pattern in itself, and let's encode that so that we can put all of those guys in there. And now we can make patterns on demand as well. How many patterns do we want? Oh, I think I hit the wrong button there. Oh, see, we're missing quartz glass. Now, I happen to know that quartz glass is a fairly simple recipe, and it uses the Certus quartz dust. So, oh, we're not out of glass, are we? It appears that we are. Okay, well that's going to be an issue I can take care of between episodes, but that kind of gives you an idea of what's possible with this this setup attached to the molecular assembler. You can actually do all sorts of fun auto crafting with that, which we will be getting into. But for now, just having the cables automated and our dusts that's going to make it a lot easier in future expansion with our ME system. So I think that's about it for this episode. Kind of a slow one, but just a couple things we needed to take care of, and we're well on our way into ME. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.